A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Students, you have to subscribe to the channel for having more videos on the channel. So let's start the lesson. We're going to do the S.st grade 4 holiday homework, and we have to going to understand few major topics regarding the chapter. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. As you know, the whole world is suffering from a virus known as coronavirus. So what you need to do is that you need to stay at home. You have to wash your hands with proper intervals. You have to keep yourself away from each other. You have to keep yourself safe and the people living around you. Thank you. So in the social studies, we do have the lesson number 1, that is the Earth in space. We have to do the reading. We have to do the understanding of page 2 till 5 and things you can do at page 7. So when you're going to open the book, going to have the image like this. The Earth in space. The Earth is like a huge ball. We call this shape as a sphere. It is not quite round, but it is flattened on the top and the bottom at the north and the south pole. So what you're going to do, we're going to make this lesson interesting. I'm going to show you some videos, and after that we're going to have the question answer session. I'm going to give you some questions, and after watching the video, you're going to answer that. So let's see the video.
Earth is the planet where we live. Although it is the largest of the inner planets, or the 4 rocky planets that orbit nearest the Sun, the Earth is far, far smaller than the 4 gas giants that circle the outer edges of the solar system. The Earth is also the first planet when traveling out from the Sun to have a moon, and the only planet in the solar system to have only one moon. The Earth is unique among the planets of the solar system because Earth is the only planet that has liquid water on its surface. Other planets are either too hot, causing all their water to evaporate into gases, or too cold, causing any water they have to freeze into ice. The Earth is about 93 million miles, or 150 million kilometers away from the Sun, which keeps it at just the right temperature to have liquid water. And the Earth has a lot of water. More than 70% of the Earth's surface is covered by oceans. That means that the oceans are more than twice the size of all the land on Earth. Because Earth has so much water on it, it is sometimes called the blue planet. Liquid water is what allows life to exist on Earth. As far as we know, Earth is the only place that life exists. Millions of species of plants and animals call the planet Earth home.
So students, you have watched the video, and I have few questions for you. What is the uniqueness of Earth? Why it is different from other planets? And what is the total percentage of ocean in the Earth? Like we have watched the video, so you can answer these questions. Why we can have the living thing, we can have the life only in Earth, and why there is no life in other planets? You have to answer. You have to think about these questions after watching this video, and you have to answer them. So in this particular chapter, we have 3 major portions. First, the Earth and the space, then the directions, and the keys and symbols. So we're going to watch video for everyone, and then we have the Q&A, the question answer session afterwards. Let's watch another video.
Now I want you to have 2 little pictures in your mind. When you think of symbols, think of little pictures, and when you think of keys, think of a key unlocking a door. Okay, so if we have a look at the map, we see that there's little pictures on the map. So there's little trees, and there's a seesaw, and so on and so on. The key tells us what the pictures stand for. So the key unlocks the map, okay, and it tells us what this little symbol is. Okay, now it's fairly obvious on this map because we can see that it looks like a tree. But if we look at the second map, it's just green, and we need the key to tell us that those green spots is the forest. And we need the key to tell us that the brown with the green little bushes are moorland. Then if we look at this little triangle, that's the little picture, that's the symbol, and we need the key to unlock what it means, and it tells us that that's the mountain peak. There's a red little block down south of your map, and we need the key to tell us that that's the ferry. So symbols and keys. Symbols are the pictures that we find on a map, and the key is it helps us to unlock the little pictures to tell us what those little pictures mean.
So I'm really sure about that. You're very clear. You must be very clear about the symbols and the keys. So what you need to do is symbols are the pictures that identify where exactly the particular place or the subject is located, and keys identify the main. So let's see another video to understand the other part of the topic.
Continents of the world. Continents are very large landmasses found on Earth. The Earth has 7 such continents: Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe, and Australia. Asia is the world's largest and most populous continent. It covers 30% of the Earth's landmass and hosts 60% of the world's current human population. Asia, along with Europe, form the world's largest landmass, Eurasia, divided by the Ural Mountains. By water, it is bounded on 3 sides by the Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean, and Arctic Ocean. Africa is the second largest and also the second most populated continent in the world. The continent of Africa covers 20.4% of the world's total land area and accounts for 14.72% of the world's human population. It is surrounded by the Mediterranean Sea, the Indian Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, and the Red Sea. Africa is widely regarded to be the continent where humans originated. It is located on the equator and experiences a number of climatic changes. North America is the 3rd largest continent. It occupies 16.5% of the world's landmass and homes 7.8% of the world's population. It is surrounded by 4 water bodies: the Arctic Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, and the Caribbean Sea. South America is the 4th largest continent in terms of area. It is also the 5th most populous continent. It is bordered on the west by the Pacific Ocean and to the north and east by the Atlantic Ocean. South America is home to the world's highest waterfall, the largest river by volume, the longest mountain range, and many other geographical wonders. Antarctica is the 5th largest continent in the area. About 98% of Antarctica is covered by ice that averages about 1.6 kilometers in thickness.
So I'm sure that you must be clear about that. So here are a few questions you need to understand, and before going to that you have to follow the certain circumstances.